Mike Mullin from MikeMullin.net, Atlanta Motor Speedway, and where is the next Alan Kulwicki? That's what I'm thinking. We're looking at the championship chase coming up, and I'm remembering 1992. The great Alan Kulwicki and Paul Andrews pulling off a surprise, beating legendary Junior Johnson and legendary Robert Yates to win the championship, going right down to one lap in the final race. Wonder what kind of buzz this year's chase is going to have. I'm thinking we're down to about 3 or 4 guys right now. We can talk about the 12 men in the chase and the wild cards and the playoffs and the cut coming up at Richmond. But I'm thinking that we've only got 4 guys to look at when we talk about the championship this year. Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, and Kyle Busch. Anybody else I figure is going to be a surprise, and I'm not sure anybody can really surprise those 4 guys. All 4 of those guys are going to have to fold up and make mistakes. I don't think they are. I've seen the game face on Carl Edwards lately. I've seen the game face on Jimmy Johnson. We still got 2 races to go. We got Atlanta this weekend, and then we got Richmond before we get to the chase and the playoffs. And there's going to be a lot of hype. We're going to Chicago, and I'm sure they're going to take everybody around, all 12 guys, and say everybody's got a chance at the chase, and we're re-zeroing everybody in, and it's a bunch of hooey. 4 guys, anybody else? I'm thinking it's an upset. Tony Stewart said as much. He says, we're so bad we don't even really need to be in the chase. Even if we make the chase, and he probably will, we're just taking up a spot. Some of those guys are. Denny Hamlin will probably make the chase. He won't have a chance. Been a bad year. Clint Boyer thought he had a chance to make a chase, and I'm thinking that he really was fired up, fire in the belly, and then all these contract negotiations came up last weekend at Bristol, and I'm not so sure that they're not all off their game over there at Richard Childress's right now. Richard Childress, 1994, the last time he won the championship with Dale Earnhardt. This year I was, at the start of the year, picking Kevin Harvick. Thought he had it all together, but the last 4 months, I tell you, they just don't look good. They don't look strong. They don't look like they got fire in the belly. I tell you, the top dog on Childress's operation right now is Paul Menard. And he sometimes hit or miss. I think they all missed at Bristol, which was sort of surprising. Bristol, Brad Keselowski. What can you say? Brad Keselowski, 4 top 3s in a row, 2 wins. He's on a hot streak. 3 wins this season. Now, can he win the championship? Probably not. But can he win Atlanta and that $1 million bonus? Teammate Kurt Busch won here last year. Kurt Busch has won here a couple of times. Penske's got the number down on this track. Horsepower. Penske's got some horsepower. Brad Keselowski winning Atlanta? Might be a good bet, as long as he can stay out of Carl Edwards' way. Mike Mullin, Atlanta Motor Speedway for MikeMullin.net.